Some places are remembered for their kings. Chittorgarh is remembered for its courage. Crowning a hill in southern Rajasthan stands Chittor Fort, the largest fort in India, spread across nearly 700 acres of palaces, temples, and towers. For centuries, this was the proud capital of Mewar, and 3 times its defenders chose death over surrender. 3 times, the women of Chittor walked into fire in the ritual of jauhar rather than be taken. The name Chittorgarh has come to mean one thing across India: defiance that would not bend. This is the story of that rock and the district that grew around it. Chittorgarh sits in the south of Rajasthan, in the historic region of Mewar. It lies on the rivers Beraj and Gambhiri, on the edge of the Malwa Plateau, where the dry plains begin to rise into rocky hills. The city is about 110 kilometers from Udaipur, and it sits on the main railway and highway line that links Delhi to Mumbai, which makes it one of the best connected towns in this part of the state. The district covers 7,822 square kilometers. At the census of 2011, it was home to about 15 lakh people. This is a land of wheat fields, limestone hills, and ancient stone. The district takes its name from its headquarters, the old fort city of Chittorgarh. For most of its history, this was the very heart of Mewar. In 2008, the southern part of the district was carved away to create Pratapgarh, the 33rd district of Rajasthan. What remains is divided into tehsils such as Nimbahera, Begun, Kapasan, Rashmi, Bari Sadri, Gangrar, Dungla, and Bhadesar. Below the Great Fort, the modern town spreads along the river, a busy junction of trains, trucks, and cement lorries, with the ruins of empire looking down on all of it. For nearly 800 years, Chittor was the capital of the Sisodia rulers of Mewar. Names like Rana Kumbha, Rana Sanga, and the line that produced Maharana Pratap. But its fame was sealed in blood. The fort was besieged 3 times by far larger armies, and each time it ended in jauhar. In 1303, Alauddin Khalji of Delhi laid siege, and the Queen Rani Padmini led the women into the flames. In 1535, it fell again to Bahadur Shah of Gujarat, and in 1568, after a brutal siege, it fell to the Mughal Emperor Akbar. After that final blow, the rulers of Mewar moved their capital to the safer hills of Udaipur, and Chittor passed into legend. Today, Chittorgarh earns its living from the very rock it stands on. This district is the cement capital of Rajasthan. The belt around Nimbahera sits on rich deposits of limestone, and giant plants, names like JK Cement, Wonder Cement, and Birla, turn that stone into cement that travels across the country. Around the factories, the land is farmed for wheat, maize, and gram, and the region has long been known for its oranges and other citrus. Stone, lime, and grain. The economy of Chittorgarh is built quite literally from the ground up. The people here speak Mewari, the warm dialect of southern Rajasthan. But the soul of Chittor belongs to one voice above all: Mirabai, the mystic poet and princess who turned away from the court to sing her love for Krishna, and whose songs are still sung across India today. That devotion lives on at the temple of Sanvalia Ji near Mandvya, one of the most visited Krishna shrines in the country, where pilgrims arrive by the lakh. Each year, the fort fills again for the Jauhar Mela, remembering the queens, and for festivals in Mira's name. And the table here is pure Rajasthan: dal, bati, and churma. Few districts have given India so many legends. Mirabai, the saint poet of devotion; Rani Padmini, whose courage became the stuff of epic; Pannadai, the nursemaid who is said to have sacrificed her own son to save the heir of Mewar; the warriors Gora and Badal; and Rana Kumbha, the scholar king who built the great tower that still crowns the fort. Their names are not just history here. They are spoken like family. Everything in Chittorgarh begins with the fort. Inside its walls stands the Vijay Stambh, the Tower of Victory, raised by Rana Kumbha in the 15th century. 9 stories of carved sandstone climbing more than 37 meters into the sky. Nearby rises the older Kirti Stambh, the Tower of Fame, built for the Jains. There is the palace of Rana Kumbha, the lotus-ringed Padmini Palace, the temple where Meera worshipped, and the sacred reservoir of Gomukh, fed by a spring that never runs dry. In 2013, Chittor Fort was honored by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, one of the hill forts of Rajasthan. Beyond the fort lie Bhensrorgarh on its gorge, and the waterfalls of Mainal, a fort that never truly surrendered. A queen whose songs outlived every empire. Limestone hills that built a nation's cities. That is Chittorgarh, Mewar's proudest stone. If this is your district, tell us in the comments. And subscribe because we're traveling across every district of India, one story at a time.